All right, let's waste no time. If you want real results, you need to put in some real work. Right now I have 6 different ways, different methods that you can implement into your daily routine to achieve a more slimmer, more chiseled face and to just melt away that face fat for good. If you guys have been long-time subscribers of mine, then you've seen I've kind of been up and down as far as like chiseledness goes. There's been times where I've been super duper chiseled, jawline just freaking poking out of my face, and there's been times where I've been super round because I was like bulking or something like that. As of now, I'm kind of right there in the middle, I guess you could say. Anyways, I'm not gonna go too much into mewing and stuff like that. I actually have a few other strategies that I think are just overall a little bit more effective. Number 1, which you probably already know, but I have to say it, it's step 1. It always will be step 1, and that is to lower your body fat percentage. Anything around the 8 to 15% range I think is perfect for a man, and he shouldn't be, honestly, he shouldn't be any higher than that, and most of you are, just being real, so it's something that I think we need to actively just be pursuing. If you're a little high in body fat, just kind of tighten things up a little bit. And a great way to lower your body fat percentage is number 2, which is remove sugar from your diet. And a lot of you right now are probably watching this. I used to be the same way, and you're thinking to yourself like, I can't remove sugar from my diet. That's just way too difficult with all the sugar that's in food these days and the modern American diet. It's just way too hard to remove sugar. But that's the thing right there, bro. It's an addiction, really, is what it is. And that's the reason why all these fast food restaurants and stuff, that's why they put carbs and sugar and all these starches and things, and that's why they put it into all their food, so you continue just to crave it more and more and more and more. It's like any other drug. When you take it, you want more of it. Your cravings, they spike, they skyrocket. And so the same thing goes with sugar. If you actually dedicated yourself, if you took 2 weeks out of the 52 that each year gives you, and you just stop sugar completely, after those 2 weeks, your cravings will be gone. They've done a lot of studies on this, and they've shown that, yeah, after 14 days of not eating sugar, you don't crave it anymore. And I'm not talking about like sugar as in natural sugar, like fruit or anything like that. What I'm talking about is added sugar. You gotta be very careful. You gotta be very mindful. Anytime you go to the store, even if you buy freeze-dried or sun-dried fruit, that's kind of what I'm big on. You have to look on the back and the ingredients, because a lot of the times these companies, they like to add sugar, which is mind-blowing. It's like it's already sweet enough. I don't know why they feel the need. Actually, I do know why. They do it because it tastes even better, and then that's the sugar makes your cravings skyrocket, and so you want to buy their product again and again and again and again. It's in a full-on addiction. And so if you're having a hard time, going back to number 1 right now, if you're having a hard time lowering your body fat percentage, more than likely it's because you keep stuffing your face. It's because your cravings are just through the roof because you have too much sugar in your diet. And now this leads me into number 3, right? If you can accomplish that mission right there, you can kill sugar, eliminate it out of your diet. Now you can move on to the next phase, which is intermittent fasting. Ooh, my bro, if you want to get a more slimmer face, you want to get that chiseled, sexy jawline, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the most effortless way to do it. Essentially, for those of you who are kind of like noobs at the intermittent fasting thing, essentially, the first step to going and going this type of lifestyle and this way of eating, the first step you want to do, just to kind of get into a rhythm, is just skip breakfast. That's it. Just try that first. Push out your breakfast maybe 2, 3, 4 hours. They say breakfast is the best, most important meal of the day. No, it's not. That's just what they want you to think. And when you do this and you finally have your meal later on in the day, whether it's dinner or the last meal of your day, whatever it is, it's hard to get in a whole bunch of calories now. It's hard to even stuff your face because you're gonna get full quick, and then by the time you have that meal, it's already time to wind down and go to bed. So you'll be cutting out so many more calories than you would if you're trying to stick to this diet all throughout the day, right? So intermittent fasting is going to make things easy. It's going to make things effortless for you. It might take you a good week for your body to kind of acclimate to it, just so you're aware of that. One note too, if you're going to do intermittent fasting, you still need to count your calories though. Some guys think that they can just intermittent fast, and then once they break their fast, once they have that 1 or 2 meals of their day, they think that they can just eat whatever they want within that time frame, within that window, and that's not true. You still need to watch your calories. You can intermittent fast, but then have a huge meal with pizza and pasta and cakes and dessert, and that could be like 7,000 calories, and you're gonna put on weight. You're gonna get even more round and more fluffy. You're not gonna get chiseled. So keep that in mind as well. You gotta be counting your calories. So those 3 things right there, that's kind of like the foundation to everything. And I know I had said I had 6 ways to melt away face fat, but I actually have 7, so you get a little bonus one today. But before I go into that, I do want to let you guys know that I have a huge offer for you, 20% off plus free shipping on all Manscaped products, which is today's sponsor. So if you're wanting to take your grooming routine to the next level, and if you want a tool that might actually help you look more chiseled, right now you can get your hands on the new Chairman Pro by Manscaped. This thing's a beast, and it also comes with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. So for the first blade that you see here, this is the 4-blade foil, and this gives you that super close shave. And then the second blade, which is the stubble trimmer, this is for when you want to keep just like a little bit of length, just like that kind of shadow, just to kind of give you that edge. And both are designed to reduce razor burn and irritation, because as we know, irritation always leads to acne or like that pizza face type thing. And by the way, the new Flex Adjust technology kicks ass. It helps you, get all those angles. And then at any time, you can also lock it so the blade head sits firm. Plus, it's waterproof like all the other Manscaped products. So hey, if you want to elevate your grooming routine and have a tool that makes your face look nice and sleek, nice and clean, this is going to be it. Again, 20% off plus free shipping down below. All right, now moving on. Number 4, we have a high protein diet. This one is actually super important. It's not one that you want to neglect. The modern American diet right now is it's weasel food. A lot of guys these days are eating chips, crackers, noodles. And it's like, no wonder, bro, your face has no muscles in it. No wonder you ain't got no chiseledness going on. No wonder you got no strong, masculine, chiseled jawline. Because if you think about it, bro, your face has muscles in it, right? And you need to be supplying those muscles with protein, just like any other muscle in your body. And then also think about this, and this is why I'm not like the biggest fan of mewing, is because you can kind of get the same effects just by chewing on meat, right? You don't get facial muscles by chewing on chips, right? No, you get facial muscles by chewing on meat, by chewing on animal-based protein. And then along with that meat, you get the source of protein, constantly fueling all the muscles in your body and your face. Which leads me to number 5, which is building muscle in the gym. Bro, this is huge, and a lot of guys will neglect this because they think building muscle in the gym has nothing to do with their facial features. And bro, it's so not true, especially for those of you who are like me. I have very feminine features, and so I can't neglect this step. If I do, I start to look more and more feminine, right? And so the reason why you want to work out your muscles on your body is because the more muscle that you have on your body, the more calories you burn. So again, going back to numero uno, the first one of today, the first tip, which is to lower your body fat percentage, which basically means you need to be in a calorie deficit. So if you have more muscles on your body, you naturally burn more calories. Your body becomes like a calorie burning machine. And also think about this, bro, when you're working out, when you're pushing and pumping iron, right? You're gritting your face, right? You're working out your muscles in your face constantly. You're gritting, you're screaming, you're yelling, right? You're shouting. You're doing all kinds of mewing while you're on the bench press, while you're doing squats, deadlifts, whatever it is. I know I'm not the most chiseled guy in the world, but when you compare me to back how I was when I was a youngster, right? When I was in like my early to mid 20s, I mean, there's a difference there. And then watch in the next 10 years from now, watch how much more masculine my face does become. And now going into number 6, this one's actually a cool one. This is one that I found out about a couple years ago. I don't do it that much anymore. I just I've been slacking, to be honest with you. And then like my main priority in life too right now is not to get a more chiseled face. Like my priorities are a little different right now, at least in the season of my life. But anyways, for those of you who, that you are in that season where you want to look more masculine, get a more chiseled face, one great thing is mastic gum. I believe that's what it's called. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I have a link for it down below. And I know there's like some great gums out there these days that like influencers sell that like are like hard to chew, and so you're practicing, you're exercising your face. There's also that what's it called? That like, I can't think of it right now, but that like exercise rubber thing that you chew on. I mean, that's cool too. But at the end of the day, if you're like focusing on health and because when you're putting stuff in your mouth, like a jazzercise, that's what it's called. That's, I don't know what it's made out of, but I'm sure it's not, I'm sure it's like plastic or something. You don't want to be chomping on plastic, or even gum for that matter. Gum, there's a lot of just chemicals and weird stuff in it that I don't necessarily want in my mouth. So mastic gum is actually all natural, and it comes like, I believe, from this sap like on trees, and you chew on it, and it's a workout. It's a workout for your jaw. And then the last one, which is probably the second most important one besides the first one, and that is go on regular runs, jogs. Even if you did just like 1 mile a day, 3 days a week, that's not that hard, right? But those extra 100 to 150 calories 3 times a week, those add up, dude. And I guarantee you, if you stay committed to that, within 1 to 2 weeks, you will start noticing a difference fairly quickly. And I believe it's for every 3,500 calories that you burn, that's 1 pound of body fat. And 1 pound is a lot, bro. And you'll notice over time, slowly but surely, your face will start to get a lot more slimmer, a lot more chiseled. So you implement that with everything else I talked about today, yeah, you're gonna see results fairly quickly. And then also, bro, another thing that most men don't think of, when you're out there jogging in the sun with your shirt off or whatever it is, you're getting in a lot of vitamin D. That's huge. That's a man's best friend right there. These days, everybody is so afraid of the sun because of what culture or what media tells us. You know, they say we have to wear sunscreen and shade ourselves. No, bro. Get out of here with all that. I mean, yeah, excess amounts of time in the sun, okay, but hey, every man should be getting in at least, I would say, me personally, 20 to 40 minutes of sun a day. If you're a black guy or if you're like more darker skinned, then you need a little bit more sun than opposed to like a super white guy. But hey, that vitamin D is, oh my gosh, there's just so many health benefits, but one of the major factors is it's gonna help raise your testosterone. And what happens when your testosterone raises? You get more masculine features, including your face. Ooh, this is stuff ain't nobody talk to you and tell you about, bro. This is stuff your dad should have taught you. Anyways, if you liked this advice and you want to know a little bit more, if you want to learn how to be, you know, just more masculine and be your most God-honoring self as a man, make sure that you schedule a one-on-one war call with us today, right now. The calendar is getting booked up quick, so make sure you jump on this opportunity. All you have to do is join our free community down below, and then there's a link within there that you can book it. If you need any advice, tips, or anything, it's a 30-minute time slot for you to get those questions answered. With that said, hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a nice big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace always.